The dawn of civilization. Primitive. Dangerous. Exciting. The handwriting is on the wall. If the human race is ever going to amount to anything, it needs
the most civilized caveman I have ever seen.
Look who's come out of his cave.
Hey everyone, thank you for tuning in. This is James from Cave Dweller Music. I am joined by my co-host Brendan. Today we have a guest for you from Pesaro, Italy. It is Stefano of the stoner doom sludge band Warcoe. Thank you so much for coming on the show. We really appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity to talk to people about me and the band.
Of course, always happy to have people on. Do you want to maybe just tell people a little bit about yourself, about the band, what type of music you play and what you're all about and what your role is?
Yep. I'm Stefano and I'm the guitar player and singer. I sometimes play the bass in the recording sessions. And I am like the mind behind Warcoe because I write all the songs and all the lyrics. But we are free. The band was born during the pandemic period because we of course come from other bands that had a lot of gigs all around Italy. I played in Rome, Venice, Modena, Bologna, Napoli, I think everywhere around Italy, and also are my bandmates. But I wanted to do something different and go back to the roots, to the early doom, to the esoteric and obscure stuff. So I started to write tracks, songs, and then I asked my colleagues to join me for the bass and the drums, and we end up with 4 tracks. We made an EP and we really didn't know where this could have gone because we didn't have many expectations. I just recorded the tracks for myself, for the car, just to listen to them and enjoy them. Then the critics said it was good. And so came the labels and then Japan and then Regain Records.
Nice. And you had Morbid and Miserable as well.
Yeah. The guys at Morbid and Miserable are amazing. I love Brandon. He's a really chill guy, and they made for us the tape that is sold out, and it's a very good tape. Yeah,
we love Brandon and Morbid and Miserable. We've known those guys for a while.
Yeah. Let's say hi to Brandon. Hi, Brandon.
Hey. Shout out to Brandon. And so you're going to Regain now. That's pretty crazy. It's a big jump. It's a big name label.
Yeah. It's we were like thrilled. I couldn't, like as I said to you when it all started. It was like made for fun. So when Regain came over and was interested in the project, I said, "Wow, a vinyl with Regain is quite big for something that wasn't expected to go like anywhere, So what comes around is good. We take it.
Definitely. And I think that the music that you made has a really wide appeal because you've taken influences from a lot of bands that people genuinely love and you've merged them very well. So I mean, like you've obviously got like the Sabbath influences there. That's like the most obvious one. But I remember picking up on a bunch of other stuff that was like sort of more unusual. Like there was some acid bath type pieces that were in there that I don't know if it was intentional or not, but I got some acid bath vibes at times as well. And like acid bath mixed with Sabbath is such a cool combo.
I also I don't know if you ever heard of like Uncle Acid and the Deadbeats or like
the Deadbeat,
yeah. I was like I felt like kind of like guitar wise and whatnot, like there was like some similarities there. I was like, wow, this is really good stuff, man. It's I don't know. It's almost cliche to say that it's groovy, but it's like, oh my God, it's just so good, man. It is groovy.
Thank you very much. First of all, thanks for all the things you wrote and said. It's strange because I mainly listen to black metal, like 90s black metal. This is my music. So I wanted to get something more like something that came before, to get to the roots of the music. I don't listen to Acid Bath and or Uncle Acid, and someone from time to time comes out with a band that is in Warcoe somehow, and I don't even know what that band sounds like. Someone
Yeah.
said that it's like a pagan altar. I never heard
Uh-huh.
about pagan altar. So it's great. It's cool because I think that I put in Warcoe there's everything that I've listened to, kind of mixed, and it's just me doing what's in me, without thinking about I want to sound like Black Sabbath. Absolutely not. Or I want to sound like Sleep. I told you this. While I was recording and rewriting the first 4 tracks, I was really into Sleep and Holy Mountain.
Uh-huh.
So if there is something that helped me to go in work is Sleep, and no one ever said that there is something reminding of Sleep. So this is cool in some way. It's funny, interesting.
It
Yeah,
is
I
cool.
was thinking like the last track, what was it Church of the Void, I think it is.
Yeah, such a void. Yeah,
I was like, it almost had some Soundgarden influence in there. I felt like too. I was like, wait a second here. This is like, there's a lot of neatness everywhere. I don't know.
great. I love Soundgarden actually, and Alice in Chains. Dirt is one of my favorite album ever. So if
Amazing.
there is, yeah, amazing, really amazing. If there is something from the 90s in Warco, I think it comes from Soundgarden and Alice in Chains. Might be something. Might be, yeah.
It's really funny that you said your background's in black metal because the first thing I thought when I saw your album art was that
Yeah.
you were a war metal band. Because
Yeah. Very, very ugly, and nasty, that sound
yeah,
that brings you to the war. Yeah, because that's what I listen to when I am alone with myself. Another band that could have influenced the Woko is MGLA. You don't know, if you know
yeah,
about
Mila.
them?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
From Poland.
Yeah, they're Polish, yeah. Because
Mhm.
I really love their I think it's called Exercise in
This is
Futility.
in Futility.
Yeah, I love the album.
Great.
Like,
Yeah, it's a great
it has,
album.
a lot of atmosphere. It's something you are like into the album when you listen to it. You close your eyes and you go. And that was something that I was listening a lot in that period. So who
Yeah,
knows? Yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
like black metal and like old school death metal are my area of expertise. That's like my main jam.
Great.
So yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Hmm, that's funny. But this came out and we are very happy.
Yeah, definitely you should be. So I mean, you said kind of before we were recording that it's kind of hard to book shows in Italy. Is that a national
Yeah.
thing? Or is that more like just where you play type thing? Or
Well, it depends. Of course, it depends where you live. If you
yeah.
live in a big city like Milan or Rome, it's
Mhm.
easier.
Okay.
But it's not easy as it was like 10 years ago or 15 years ago because a lot of clubs are closing.
Right.
So it's really not easy. And if you live in a small area like we live, there is one place where you can play, and if you
Wow.
want to go and play around, you have to like move, but it's not a problem. I mean, I can move, but you have to go to the place and give them your record and say, can we play here? So it's if you don't have a booking agency,
Mm,
it's a pain in the ass to go and ask, can I play? So, I mean, can I play?
interesting.
So
Wow.
yeah, it's if I mean Italy is the north is very different from the south. In Italy, we have
Okay.
like I mean, like it's two different countries. If you live in Trentino Alto Adige, you are basically German, okay?
Okay.
And if you live in southern Sicily, you are basically from Tunisia because it's like 15 kilometers or something.
Right.
So these differences, you can see these differences in everything. I mean, from food to people temper or music. So if you play metal in the south, there is nothing, like big hole. And in the north, I mean, you can find something or somewhere to play or some fellow band that love your music. But, you take a half of Italy. So the place gets smaller,
Interesting. And then Rome obviously has like a big music scene, right?
In Rome.
Yeah.
Yeah, not as big as in Milan because Rome is
Okay.
considered south. So if you play like something that reminds metal, is really better to go to the north. The Rome, there is a big scene, but mostly it's Italian music. So
Okay.
people with acoustic guitars or indie bands, maybe.
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about, okay, so you said like obviously like regional food and stuff like that, because I know a little bit about that and like the differences in the cuisines based on what city you go to. What is your city kind of known for?
What is yours, sorry?
What type of food is your city kind of known for?
Yeah. We live by the sea, so everything regarding fish. So we have pasta with fish, and you can have fish the main course. So you have fish with we prepare it with you can say in French gratin. That is like bread over it, like small,
Nice.
like yeah. I don't know how to say it in English. It's bread over the fish, but it's not a slice of bread. It's like grounded bread.
Like a breadcrumb.
Yeah, breadcrumb. Yeah. Fish with breadcrumb is our stuff. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very
Uh,
good. Yeah. So, and all the fishes, of course, comes from the Adriatic Sea. So everything is we harvest fish. I don't know if you can say it, but it's local fish.
and then what's like if you're gonna have that, what's like a good Italian beer that people should have like kind of with that?
We usually have wine with
Okay.
you asked me about beer, right?
Yeah, I mean anything. Like yeah, what do you pair normally with your fish? You have
Yeah,
wine?
we prefer wine. A local wine is called Bianchello. It's a white wine from the hills around here. And if we don't have local beers in Italy, there's
Okay.
something. Yeah, this is something. When I go to a foreign place, abroad, every place has a beer.
Uh-huh.
And we don't have like a lot of small breweries. We have the big ones in Italy that are like Moretti or Peroni,
Uh-huh.
Nastro Azzurro. They are like the big ones, and everyone like drinks the big ones, or we drink German beer. So we love Paulaner or HB, Augustiner, but not much like small. I don't even know if there is a brewery. I mean, of course there is, but we don't go and look for the local beer. Also because of the price,
Right,
local
okay.
beers are, yeah, much more expensive than a beer from Germany that is like good.
Right.
It's
That makes
something that,
sense.
yeah, it's not good. I mean, it's not a nice thing because you should support your local producers. That would be amazing to do. But when you're in
Right.
clubs, pubs, yeah, you just want a beer. So
Right. Yeah, we're lucky. Like San Diego was spoiled. I have in San Diego County, like the county that the city's in, there's 150 breweries.
yeah, God, yeah,
Yeah. I live in like a smaller state, and like there's like 100 registered something breweries, and there's probably more that are just flying under some radars.
yeah. Well,
That
maybe
like just like a simple tap room kind of thing or whatever.
yeah. So if you have a lot of breweries, maybe they are cheaper, because there's a lot of people doing the same thing, so they have to cut the cost and bring a product that with lower price. If there are two, I mean, they of course can keep the prices high. But then maybe also because in Italy we don't have breweries because we are more focused on wine. There are
Yeah.
a lot of cantina that produce wines and not much breweries.
Yeah, San Diego is like, I mean, sorry, California is like one of the major wine centers of the US, but it's like only like a couple of towns in the whole state where they kind of make that. Like we have two wineries in San Diego and 150 breweries, so it's like the reverse.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I was talking about.
the
Yeah, yeah,
reverse of
yeah.
Italy type thing. It's like we do have wine,
Yeah,
but we're
yeah,
much
that's
more beer
reverse.
focused.
Yeah, yes, exactly. But California wine is good.
It
We
is.
sometimes, Yeah, sometimes some bottle arrive here, and it's nice. Yeah.
My wife's grandfather owns a B&B in Napa County, which is the wine capital of the US.
Uh-huh.
So if we ever go up there, we stay at his place and just tour around the wineries doing tastings, and that's really great.
Yeah, and if you go in, no, I don't know if this happened to you, but if you go to a pub in England and you ask for wine, you have a chance of 80% that the wine is from Australia or California.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. They do.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
Australian wine's very popular,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The
It
cheap
is like,
ones, it's like what's
yeah,
it called?
it's not bad. I mean, it's like easy to drink. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's not like
yeah,
Chianti or Merlot that is like a hard wine to drink. You know, you have to sip it because
right.
it's strong. It's like I don't know if it be on the contrary, the Australian one like goes and you can have more. You know.
Exactly. Then New Zealand makes some very good wine as well.
Yeah, yeah. Also, yeah.
It's not quite as big as Australia, but it's getting more popular.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we sometimes also found some. I mean, I've drank like a wine from New Zealand. It was called Oxford. I don't know for the reason, but
Okay.
it was good. Yeah, it's white wine. It was good.
Huh.
Brendan, I know that you had some questions around live gigs and some other things, so I'll let you ask a couple of those quickly.
Oh, yeah. Well, where's your favorite venue that you got to play?
Unfortunately, we only in around here we only have one place that it's called Circolo Mengarone. It's like it's a really nice place because it's built in it is inside I didn't call it a prison for underage people. Did I get myself clear?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, okay. It's a prison for underage people, like, and inside that prison, that of course is not more prison. They built this place and that makes concerts and shows of artists and something like that. We played 2 times there. It was very good. All of our friends were there. Like it was amazing. But we would like to play some bigger place, you know.
Yeah. What was what's your favorite song to play of yours live?
What's my favorite? Sorry,
Yeah, your
can you say?
favorite song to play live?
Oh, my favorite song. Oh, I think Giant's Dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, Giant's
That's a
Dreams.
killer track.
Yeah, because all the people like are really like it. You know, they like it. But I also like to sing. I like a lot to sing. Cats Will Follow because they're that chorus. You know, na 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 na. I like it. I like it. It's very powerful. I love it. And yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Um, who got you inspired to play guitar?
Oh, um, I think I think Metallica.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when I was a kid, I was really into the Metallica, Iron Maiden, you know, that stuff that you listen to when you are between 12 and 16. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I picked up the guitar. I actually picked up the guitar at 6 years old because my parents sent me to lessons, but my hand was too small. So I quitted and I started again at 12 when I was listening to a lot of Metallica, Master of Puppets, Seek and Destroy, that stuff. So I bought an Area Pro 2, that is a Japanese guitar. It's very cheap, but it was cool. And I started playing Guns N' Roses also. Yeah. Then I got more into death metal when I was black metal when I was like 17 or 18. So I think the Slash or Kirk Hammett were my first references, you know.
Oh yeah. That's
I
awesome.
also yeah, I also played a lot of blues. Really a lot of blues. I played in a band we we were around here playing blues in the clubs when I was at university, so it was very good. I think the blues helps you a lot with timing, with improvisation. It was a good school playing the blues. Really good school. Yeah.
Nice. Who's your favorite blues musician?
I can say Rory Gallagher or Stevie Ray Vaughan. Or you know, BB
Nice.
King is
Love Stevie Ray.
amazing. Yeah, Stevie Ray is amazing. Yeah, Texas is the place. But Rory Gallagher is Irish. An Irish one is very good. And so yeah, BB King or them, I think.
Awesome. And who inspired you to sing?
uh, some might say uh, Ozzy Osbourne, but I'm not thinking about Ozzy when I sing. That's just my voice. We had a review in Italy from an important magazine that like criticized me a lot because my resemblance, is it a word?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, resemblance to Ozzy Osbourne, but I don't know, it's just me singing. I don't know. I really don't know. It's like everything that I've been listening to, and that goes through my mouth, and then I don't know. I'm there isn't any like particular singer that I prefer.
Gotcha.
I don't like though. I don't like the processed voices. Like I of course love Electric Wizard. But I'm not much into that voice. The one that comes from the cave.
Yeah.
A lot of bands love it and use this like really processed voice that comes from far away or is do you sing in a bathroom? Looks like something like that. No, I prefer more the classic growl. I love it, or the clean, the normal voice.
Yeah.
And I also want would like people to understand what I say. So if I like put like reverb or a lot of delay or effects, you don't get the words. You only get a rah kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Although I respect who use it. I also listen to a lot of bands that have this kind of voice. Anyway.
Right on. Yeah, no, it's definitely good. Have you ever been to, I'm gonna probably say it wrong, but the Entry Concerte de Pesaro? It's kind of like this like insane looking like concert hall.
Sorry, can you say this again? I didn't understand you.
It's the Concerti de Pesaro. I'm probably saying it wrong. It's a big music hall.
Oh, the theater in Pesaro, the old theater.
Yeah. Is that still like shows going on there and things like that, or
I
it
think
looks
that
amazing?
yeah, it's very good. It's we had this we have these two musicians in Pesaro that like went out of Pesaro. One is Gioacchino Rossini, that is most famous for like Azzaladra, I think that Stanley Kubrick have something from Rossini in Orange, Clockwork Orange. So he was like opera and classical music writer, and the theater is named after him, so it's Teatro Rossini. And the other musician that come from my town are Death SS. You don't know if you know them, like Paul Chain. It's a doom project from the 80s. It's very big here in Italy, and sometimes I see that is going also also in other places. Yeah, Teatro is working, and they make classical music and operas and everything regarding theater, and it's 1700 or 1800. I don't exactly know when it was built, but it's really stunning and in great conditions. It's amazing. Italy is full of that kind of theaters. Mind that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you don't get to play there easily. Anyway.
Right. I'm assuming they probably don't want a bunch of like wild metal bands and stuff where people are gonna disrespect the crowd.
No, they don't. Sometimes they make jazz. Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
That's when they feel like being crazy. They do some jazz. Not gonna let a metal band play.
But yeah, that's kind of what I was pretty good on
Cool.
questions for now.
Okay, I got a couple more for you.
Yeah.
If you could play with any band live, I'll give you two options here. One you can answer reasonably, and one you can answer just like a dream. If you could play with anyone live, who would it be? Reasonable and unreasonable.
Okay. Do you mean we have two counter questions? Play before them, like support, you
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, play support. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
And the other question is, they live? I mean, they a band from
They-
now or from the past?
So the first part is it has to be
Okay.
like a reasonable band that you think you could
Yeah,
actually play
reasonable.
with
Okay, okay,
someday.
okay. Sorry.
Second
Yeah,
one,
yeah, yeah,
any
yeah.
band, no matter who they are. Second.
Yeah, I got the
Yeah.
question right now. Okay, a reasonable band to play with now could be, let me think. As I said before, I really love MGLA now, MGLA a lot.
Mhm.
Or we can, yeah, no, Dark Throne would be not reasonable because they don't play any concerts. And if I could choose a band, like I would choose Bathory.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
opening for Bathory. Yeah. What else can I say? You know,
Yeah. It's
they are everything. Their first three albums. Let's put it like the fourth also are amazing. I mean, that's very inspirational for me a lot. Yeah.
yeah, his passing was really sad. I mean, he had so much more to give the world.
Yeah, really. Quarton, yeah.
Yeah, he's way
That's
ahead of his time.
yeah, I mean, it's like if you listen to how was it called, the second one? The one with the Minotaur.
Yeah. Oh
Um,
man.
yeah.
Blanking on
But
it.
the second is The Return, and the third is well, it doesn't get to my mind now. But
It's
these out
the Return is the second one.
yeah, The Return is the second one.
And then
And
the
the
third
third
one with the Minotaur is Under the Sign of the Black Mark.
yeah, great. Under the Sign. Yeah. That album is really ahead of its time. I mean, if you listen to, Marduk or everything, I mean, everything that black metal has brought in the 90s, they all refer to the album. I mean, it was like it's from 87, and
Right.
it was released like 3 or 4 months before Mayhem, Death Crush,
Right.
Mm.
It
Yeah,
definitely like Bathory and Celtic Frost, like both of them were like way ahead of their time and influenced the 90s completely with second wave black metal.
yeah. But a lot of people say like Celtic Frost or also the Venom, But
Yeah.
I think that Bathory was a step over, It was something like when it came out, it should have been like something. What is that? I mean, what's
Uh-huh.
that? You know what I mean? Also, Death Crush isn't that heavy or that brutal like
Right.
Bathory was with Under the Sign is an amazing album.
Yeah. My favorite Bathory album is actually Bloodfire Death. I absolutely
Bloodfire
love
Death is
that
really
album.
yeah.
But I mean, I
It-
love all the early stuff too. Like this Under the Sign of Black Mark's incredible, but there's just so many songs on Bloodfire Death that I just always come back to.
yeah, yeah, I think that Under the Sign is more important, like for the sound. But
Yeah. No, you're right.
yeah. The other one is more like enjoyable, It's a
Yeah,
better album,
exactly.
maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah,
Also, better producer, better production, and
definitely.
you can definitely hear it better. Also, The Return is a great album. I mean, it's more doomy, The
Yeah.
Return is more chill. It's more like atmospheric somehow.
And then Hammer Hearts, where he
Every
kind of
album,
starts changing more.
yeah, going through to the Viking and
Yeah,
epic stuff.
exactly.
Not bad, not bad.
No,
Anyway,
and then Twilight of the Gods is where it really starts to shift. But
yeah.
talk about Bathory all day.
Yeah,
Um,
we should.
so who are some local bands, I guess, in Italy that people should check out? Are there any that you're a fan of?
I'm friend of we are friends. Not, I mean, not friends in the sense that we see each other, but we write sometimes
Mhm.
with Black Spell. They are
Oh,
from
cool.
Vicenza. Yeah, from the north, from Vicenza, and no, sorry, Wizard Master. They
I
are
don't
from
know that.
Rome.
I don't know them. I'm gonna have to check them out.
Yeah, they're cool. They like more funeral stuff, like more funeral. They call themselves funeral boogie, so boogie. So well, check them out.
Funeral
They
Boogie.
really
Funeral
yeah,
Boogie.
yeah, yeah,
What
yeah.
was the name of that band again? I'm sorry.
Was it
Huh?
Wizard Master?
Wizard Master.
yeah. It was they're really good. They are with El
Oh,
Valley
they
Records, I think.
they brought out an album
Oh,
like
okay.
a week ago.
Yeah, yeah. The second one, yeah, Ableton Alba. Yeah, the
Oh,
first
I know
one,
these guys. I listened to Phantasmus. So was it Phasmatis was an amazing album.
Phasmatis, yeah, Phasmatis,
I forgot about. Yeah, I know these guys. They're excellent.
yeah. They're good, really good.
I didn't know they had a new album out. Okay, I'm gonna have to give that a listen.
Yeah, give it a listen. Yeah, Italian Doom is we have history, for Dooms. We have a lot of bands from the past, from the 80s and 90s, metal,
Right.
Doom. Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, I think that
And then is there anyone else that you can think of like from the Italian scene that we should check out?
of course, if you haven't give a listen to Death SS, they're Italian, or Bulldozer, Cutthroat.
Okay.
It's a great stuff. Or from Italy, you have other stuff. No, I don't. Then yeah, it comes to mind a lot of stuff, but maybe the old one is better.
In Death of Steve Sylvester. So SS stands for Steve Sylvester.
Yeah, this is the first one. And the head of the project was like a guy called Paul Chain. He already left the band when they have produced the first one, and then he had a solo career. His solo career is quite good. Check him out, Paul Chain.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
And then so far this year, have there been any albums that you've heard that you've enjoyed? Like any new releases that you're liking?
Sorry, say this again.
Oh, any new albums from 2023 that you like?
Oh, I wasn't much into getting new releases this year. No, I always listen to old. I prefer to dig in the past, and find something that comes up from the surface to the surface. I'm not much a listener of new bands. I'm not I don't buy a lot of new records, unfortunately, because I think that there is so much to discover from the past that must be you have to listen to understand the new part. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's good to have I think for me personally, I like to have a balance of like digging through old stuff and then also listening to new stuff. But I mean, like we have to listen to new stuff because we have the podcast and we've got like the music review
Yeah,
side. So
but it's very good to check new stuff out. It's really a good thing. I don't have enough time, you know what I mean? To
right.
Also, I read a lot, but I always end up reading like Maigret or Simenon, something like old. And
Okay.
there are a lot of new writers now, but I don't have the time to read the books. The same things happen for the music, I
Right.
check them out. I mean, I listen to them in Bandcamp, and I say, "Wow, this is cool, really good." One other band that I have to say I like it, Rosary. They're from
Okay.
Poland. They have released like an EP. They're really good. I actually bought their EP and the T-shirt this year. So Rosary,
Oh, I just
yeah,
found them. Doom Metal from Poland. They did an EP called Telestai.
Telestai, yeah, Telestai. They're
Cool.
cool.
Okay.
I love
I'll
them.
check them out too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know them. Well, okay. Well, what about looking back at the old stuff you dug up? Anything recent that you've discovered that you want to share with anyone?
Um, I'm into a battery moment now, a battery period.
Bathroom.
Yeah,
Okay.
a lot. I just bought the first press, a vinyl first press of the Return, so I'm really into that mood now. So I would say battery. So I'm not original, but
No, it's totally fine. Nothing wrong with that. It's a
yeah,
great band. Cool. And then I guess I only have one more question for you, actually, or two questions
yeah,
for you.
yeah. Go for it.
One is okay, this is gonna be a bit of a tough one. If you were stuck on an island and you
Yeah.
had three albums that you could listen to, and you had like a little solar powered CD player, but you could only listen to these albums over and over again until you got rescued, what would the three CDs you bring with be?
Okay, the first one is very easy. Is Nattestid Serport and Vid of Toke.
Okay.
It's a Norwegian black metal band, Höst. Taake, Toke.
Uh-huh.
I really, really love that album. That's my album. So one is very easy to answer. The second one would be a Black Sabbath album. of course, it would be like Volume 4 or yeah, Volume 4. I would say Master, but Master is short. It's like it's not even 34 minutes or something like that.
Yeah.
So I want something longer. So I would say Volume 4 or Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. And the third one, I think that you have to leave alone metal and choose something else, because if you don't want to listen to metal, you have to
Yeah.
have
You
something
need
else,
something else.
Yeah, you have to. So I would say, what? Let me think. Just a second. We can. Oh no, Power Slave. Iron Maiden, Power Slave. No, let's stick to metal. Yeah, when you're sad, yeah, imagine you are in the island and you're sad, whoa, no fucking island. And then, wow, I have Power Slave. So you get like
True.
smiling all around and like grooving to the bass of of that bass. That's amazing. So I would say, yeah, Power Slave, the third.
There you go. You got some variety there across those three.
Yeah.
We've had like
Yeah, yeah.
we've had some people come on and be like three different death metal albums. I'm like, that's a lot, dude. You want like anything slightly lighter? Like but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
some people just need death metal. That's fine. Each to
Yeah.
their own.
Right.
I always have like a mix. Like when people ask me this question, mine change a lot. So I had like Triptychon's first album,
Oh,
uh Death by Symbolic, and then normally I try to choose something completely different, like The Witches, which is like psychedelic noise rock stuff. um
no, I didn't that one.
just mix it up. Brendan, what's your current mood for your three?
Uh, you know what? I was listening to some DJ Spooky.
DJ Spook.
Yeah. Dubtometry is a really awesome album. I'd bring that with me. It's chill. Uh,
Yeah.
um, and then I always like it. I will stick with it. The Crow soundtrack, and then I'm thinking Howling Giant.
Howling
Space
Giant.
Wolf.
Okay. Yeah. The Crow soundtrack, is it good?
It's pretty
I
good,
love
yeah.
the Crow soundtrack.
Yeah, I should check it. I've seen the
I
Crow, but
think as
like,
a '90s fan, you'd really appreciate it.
yeah, ages ago. I've seen the movie ages ago. I really go and check I'll check it.
Yeah,
Of
you
course,
can
yeah.
find the soundtrack anywhere, really. I'm sure YouTube, Spotify, anywhere plays music, really.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's quality. It's got a couple, slower tracks. But
It's a good spread. It's
for the
got
most
nine.
part, for the all aroundness of that album, like it's really good. It's got some pumped up tracks. It's got some ones that calm me down, and I don't know.
It's got
So it's like a mixtape. So you cheated. You
Yeah,
don't. You
exactly.
yeah. You have a lot in that.
Yeah, it's got Nine Inch Nails, Jesus Mary Chain, Rage Against the Machine, Stone Temple Pilots, Helmet,
Oh, right.
Medicine, Violent Femmes, Roland's
Yeah,
Band, The Cure, Pantera.
Yeah, like the best of the 90s.
That's a
it's
good
got a
spread.
lot of shit in there. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Talking about soundtracks, I always love Tarantino's soundtracks.
Yes,
Always.
they're
Yeah,
excellent.
Yeah, killer. Absolutely. Yeah.
I
Were you a
love the soundtrack to that movie Four Rooms.
Four Rooms, yeah, yeah. Four Rooms with
Yeah.
yeah, with
Oh man, the band is escaping me right now. But they're from Boston, Massachusetts, I'm pretty sure. And it's just really good. Just like
I'll check them out. Yeah.
odd, eerie music or whatever. But yeah, Four Rooms has got a good soundtrack.
Also the movie's fine. It's an amazing movie. Yeah, it's very good. I
Uh,
think Tarantino is not the director, it was like the producer or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
An episode.
Well, he directed, I think, his own room,
An
but
episode,
then
yeah.
I think he produced the whole movie altogether.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's it.
Brendan, the band that did the soundtrack is called Combustible Edison.
Yes, that's
Ah,
it. Yes.
okay.
Combustible Edison. Yeah, really good. That's a good band, man.
Mm.
I'll check it out, of course.
They're fun. It's just like easy listening music.
Yeah.
What did you think of his last movie, The Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
I haven't seen.
Uh, I loved it. Yeah.
I loved it
Really,
too.
yeah, I loved it also because there are a lot of references to Italian directors. Like I really like 80s movies,
Mhm.
70 Italian movies from the 70s. So how can I not love Tarantino? That is like watching every time is like watching Sergio Leone, no, the Clint Eastwood Western movies.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
He
definitely.
puts a lot of that stuff in that. So how can you not love it? I mean,
Yeah, that movie was like it wasn't about much, but it didn't need to be. You were just following like it's just how immersive it was and how like how much history it had in there and like how accurate it was at the
yeah, the
time and
history,
stuff.
man. Yeah, the history, man. He nailed it.
Yeah,
Great.
and the acting was just phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah. The character of Brad Pitt is amazing
Yeah,
when he
I
kills the
know.
wife in the boat. It's like
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. And that scene at like the end with Brad Pitt kills everyone
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah, yeah.
awesome. It was one of my favorite movie scenes ever. It was just so
Yeah,
good.
the movie is built around Brad Pitt,
Yeah,
actually. You know
definitely.
what I
And
mean?
then
Yeah. Yeah,
uh
DiCaprio was really good as well.
he
Don't
was
get me wrong.
funny.
Yeah.
Um, are you
Yeah.
a horror fan at all?
Yeah, yeah, I'm a fan of the Italian horror movies like
That's what I was
uh
gonna ask. Like Jack Fulci and all that, and
Fulci, amazing. Yeah, the
yeah.
trilogy. Yeah, Fulci or there are a lot. Mario Bianchi.
Mm,
Um we had this kind of film production. They made movies with like zero money.
right.
It was all creation of the mind. All it was. I love also police movies from the 70s, and there's one scene where a car is chasing another one, and this scene is in three movies
Really.
because they stole it, or they asked, can I use that scene, because it was an expensive scene, where the car crashes into another one and then they keep going, so it was easy to replicate. It was very effective, so they use it in two or three films to
Interesting.
save money. Yeah, yeah. And every time you see it, you don't think, oh wow, look at them, they use the same scene. You think, oh, they were great because this scene is rocking and they all use it. So when you get into that kind of music, the movies is good.
Yeah, and
I love
like I loved like Ennio Morricone's. I'm probably saying his name wrong, but his
Of
soundtracks for the
course.
spaghetti westerns was just incredible.
Of
Like his,
course.
I
Yeah.
love
You,
his
you keep
music.
yeah, you keep whistling them in your mind for days when you see a movie.
There's a artist here, and she's like kind of moves around. She's been on our podcast called Betty Benedetti,
Mm,
and she makes music inspired by his soundtracks.
yep.
But
Oh,
she does like a psychedelic tinge to it. It's really
ooh.
cool. It's all
Can you
instrumental stuff,
say
so
can,
it's like really chill.
can you say the name again?
Betty Benedetti.
Benedetti, right.
I'll send you the link on Instagram. But
Ah,
it's
okay, okay.
really chill, really cool
I,
stuff. Like
I I
it,
just look her up on the internet. Yeah, great. She's look like a country artist. Yeah.
yeah, she's from Texas, I guess, and then she's just kind of moved around. She's like kind of a nomad, lives in like a van and goes and plays different places and stuff, and she's really cool.
Cool. Yeah, I'll check her
Um,
out.
and then I also love like Giallo film. I'm probably saying it wrong, but Giallo, the Italian Giallo films, like the
Yeah, 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 yeah.
murder mystery ones,
The
slasher
mystery
ones.
that where there is the murder and the specter is like the master of Giallo is Dario Argento.
Yes, and then like the
Yeah,
soundtracks on those movies are so
yeah.
so good.
Goblin. It's the name of the band that plays all the
Yes, I
soundtracks
love Goblin.
in Goblin is
Yes.
amazing. Yeah, I've seen them live like 2 months ago in here around here. Yeah, in
Oh,
Rimini.
awesome. They
They
did
still
the
play.
soundtrack for Suspiria.
Yeah, of
Yep.
course, Suspiria. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think also all the other ones like Le Tre Mosche or Opera. I think all the Profondo Rosso, of course, is Goblin.
Okay. A really cool band. Like
Yeah, yeah.
really awesome prog rock.
It was prog rock. It was a very, how can I say it, a great period, a great time for Italian production, music-wise and cinema-wise, you know?
Yeah, definitely. No, I'm glad we've asked you about that stuff. I didn't even think to ask that. And I was like, of course I should ask about cinema and soundtracks.
Yeah,
It has
there's a
got such a
ton.
rich history of it. There was a really cool album that came out last year from a band called VHS from the US. No, they're Canadian, sorry. And they combined death metal and Giallo soundtracks and made like a ton of sound clips from old Giallo films. And then the songs are all inspired. Each one's inspired by a different classic film.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
good.
some good stuff, man.
Yeah, you'd probably like
What's
it and
the
appreciate it.
what's the name of that band?
VHS, like the old cassette tape type thing.
VHS. Yeah. I've seen something in the on Instagram, but I didn't like dig to understand.
Yeah, they're
No, yeah.
this album's called Deep Gashes and Long Lashes.
Okay, I'll check it
Uh,
out. Thanks.
It's got like a super vintage like album art from like the 70s, and then the across the top it says like Violentos Membra Torre Homicida. I am assuming means something homicide, violence, something
Yeah, they
homicide.
also have a night cover. Violento sembratore omicida. Yeah,
What does that
VHS.
translate to?
Violent slasher murder.
Oh, okay, cool. There you go.
Yeah, violent homicidal murder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, my Italian pronunciation is
No,
absolutely
it's okay.
terrible.
It's okay. No.
Awesome. Well, we've just reached time there, so we'll wrap things up. But is there anything you want to talk about, like before you finish? Like anything coming up that you want to mention? Like are there any new singles, music videos, anything like that?
Yeah, we have a new single just out. It's called "Place for Demons," and the album that will be also called "The Place for Demons" will be out in, I think, late 2023 or early 24 by Regain Record as well. Yeah, in vinyl and CD and tape. So be sure to check it out.
Definitely. Yeah, we'll definitely write something up on our site for you as well.
Thanks.
And then if anyone wants to listen to your music, buy your merchandise, support the band in any way, what are the best places to do that?
You could go to if you want the Regain Record stuff like vinyl and the CD, you have to go to Regain Records Bandcamp. If you want our amazing t-shirt that I can assure is real good, you just go to Warcoe Bandcamp, and where you can download the new single or buy a t-shirt.
Awesome. And then you're on if you want to contact you, Instagram is the best way.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, well, thank you so
or also the band mail. It's workoband@gmail.com, because sometimes if you contact me via Instagram, I don't see it because it's a request.
Yes, yeah,
and
I hate that.
I forget. Yeah, I forget to check it out, so I can answer to you like 2 weeks late. So the email workoband is the best way. Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, and it was great chatting to you. We really appreciate you taking the time.
Oh, thanks to you for the opportunity. It was really fun talking to you, actually. So I can do this again.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you want to come on another time after the new album comes out and see if you can bring some of the bandmates on as well, we can definitely do that. We can send multiple
Absolutely.
invites. You're always welcome back on anytime.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Yeah. And for anyone listening at home, thanks for tuning in. And after this episode, the next guest will be Tommy Wilson, graphic artist.